reruns of it so far.
Right,
That might be fun for a stream
back,
sometime.
Internet.
Yep.
We're doing the Star Wars. Hey, it's Star Wars again. You love that Star Wars. It's that new Star Wars flavor.
I mean, it's not Infinity Wars, but we'll take it. We'll take it. We'll take it.
Wait, I should be running this like it's Infinity Wars? Okay, a lot of people need to die.
We don't know who in chat hasn't seen it yet.
Oh, it's a big crossover event that's supposed to be the cap of, and it's like got a guy who kills dudes. Of course, a lot of people die. It's just a question of how many of it will stick, which is always a question in superhero stuff.
We're in Vents.
I'm not sure if it's how many, it's how long it will stick.
Fair, yeah. Right, yeah, I believe all you are going in vents, but in different ways.
For different purposes.
Yeah.
Well, were Tebe and HK going through the vents? Because I thought they don't have a guide to getting to the...
I thought we were just going through the hall directly there.
Yeah, we need the ceiling space. We can't get into vents. They're too tiny for us.
Wait, they're too tiny for Tebe?
Yeah. Okay.
That's dangerous.
Tiny for the robot also who just went through a bunch of very small vents to punch a jacked up Trandoshan.
To be fair, I probably dismantled myself to get myself through there, just dragging them back.
One limb at a time.
I mean, it's easy to squeeze yourself down when you don't have to worry about joint pain.
Yeah, fair.
So yeah, are Teba going through the vents or not? Or going through not the vents?
Well, last session I assumed we weren't.
Yeah.
Do we want to do that?
Alright.
So.
Oh, I need to get up my diagram. It's like
See, my notes were saying that
I mean, the vents will also get you to where you need to go, but if you don't want to go in there for any reason, why not? I'm not a cop.
You'd have to tell us if you were...
Yeah, exactly.
true.
I'm not a cop.
Definitely not a space cop.
Are you an Imperial? You'd have to tell us if you were.
Alright, good. Well, here's the credits for the spice. I'm gonna use this money to buy blasters. Illegal blasters.
Okay, guy. You do you.
Alright, so, our team going to bridge, going through vents or not? Yeah, if not,
Bridge!
Bridge, yeah.
Well, the bridge.
Got a bridge!
Yeah.
Alright, well, first, which way are you gonna go? If you're going through walk space, are you going to go through the security station, office, direct, oh, wait. You want to go the shortest path, or would you want to go, like, maybe a slightly safer path that's more roundabout?
Tebe?
Well, we're on a time crunch.
Alright, so, most direct path. First place you would go is the officer's row, kind of, the entrance to officer's row, which is basically where all the officers live and hang out in, like, all the bridge. Like, it's kind of separated from the, enlisted crew section.
The plebs.
Yeah. Let's see,
Ready to sneak if we have to. Because we're team sneaky.
Yeah, and then the next place you would be go to is Alright, so yeah, and I'll say so yeah, you see guarding what were formerly guarding the door were two stormtroopers, but some of their armor seems to have been pierced by like actually broken open by blaster fire, and they're slumping over. Two of them.
Does it look like they were judiciously fired upon by a certain droid?
No, that there's enough of them still left. And it looks like some of their armor was also torn away by hand, so maybe some type of Zambo attack.
Not the Zambos.
Okay. Quite. Question mark. It was hard to portray a question mark without words.
Let's...
I mean, we're just gonna pass. HK's gonna have his hand on his blaster rifle.
Alright, give me a stealth check. Both of you.
Stealth check?
Because both of you, because the chain is as strong as its weakest link.
Oh, stealth.
Yeah,
Okay.
stealth.
Okay, I did.
Yeah, you know, the
Don't know what
movie
happened.
about, like, they put, like, an AI into a jet fighter, and it goes rogue, and they...
One
I
thing
didn't have to remember that.
One thing to keep in mind on stealth, extra successes on a stealth check may be used to aid any allied character that are infiltrating at the same time.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, if you do well enough, yeah, you can...
So if you do well enough, you can cover for somebody who fails the check.
Yeah.
And what is the challenge? The difficulty?
Let me check real quick. Hold on, let me just update
14
something.
bread.
Let's see, so, that would be, let's see, presence, move out, 2 purple.
Okay.
Two
Oh,
success.
oh dear. 6 success.
Whoa.
Alright.
Those 3 boost dice do not hurt.
Oh yeah, these guys seem to be out of commission, so yeah, you walk by them and into the officer's common, which is much nicer than the crew commons, because it's got like a nice bar with some nice shot glasses, nice posters of Darth Vader.
Just like text underneath it, serve the Empire.
It's like a black and white thing. It's just like an outline of his helmet. And, also a bunch of, guys slumped over the bar and on tables and stuff. And, Taba, give me...
Is there any nice bottles of booze?
Yeah. Taba, first, though, give me an endurance check. Not endurance, a resilience check. Add, let's see, add 2 boosts because you're wearing your oxygen mask. Your respirator.
Is that 2 just for wearing the mask, or is that 1 for wearing the mask and 1 for her being not human?
Oh yeah, and 1 extra boost for not being human.
So 3 boost.
Yeah. This will be against a red and 2 purple.
Mm, 2 success, 2 advantage.
Alright, you gain 2 strain, you're fine. And yeah, there's there is some booze here.
I stuffed
Some
some in my backpack.
Give me a would stealing something in a way that doesn't make any noise be stealth or skullduggery?
I
coordination.
believe. Let me double
Either.
check, but probably
It's
more
coordination.
stealth.
I would probably go stealth because skullduggery would be how you would steal them properly. Stealth
But
is the
dudes-
actual act of stealing them properly.
Yeah, I think skullduggery is more like a more technical skill than.
Right.
I'll get the descriptions, but
Let's see.
yeah, if it has let's see, or would it be? Let's see. Oh no, you said did you say picking pockets? Or...
Yeah, or stealing something.
that
in a
is-
way... Yeah.
See, yeah, that would actually would be skullduggery. You're right. It says this because it says including skullduggery also covers picking pockets and locks. So taking something without being noticed would be skullduggery.
Yeah, it's
It'll-
more, it's
it-
would be more
unless-
like it's more like taking some alcohol without claying glass together, or transparent aluminum or whatever they have in.
Right.
space.
If it's, I would. Okay. Here's what I'll say. If it's if there's something physically about grabbing the object that needs to be done carefully, that would be skullduggery. If it's just a matter of getting to the object unnoticed, but you can reasonably grab it without making noise, that would be stealth.
All right, I'll say it's skullduggery because it's more the fact that when grabbing it, you might clank some noise together.
Okay.
Yeah, but if it's something that requires some finesse to actually grab, like you're picking a pocket, then that would be skullduggery.
Yeah.
And difficulty?
One red, one purple.
I'm terrified of whatever will notice us that it causes a challenge rating.
This is
One
more-
success, 2 advantage.
Right, gain 2 more strain, and yeah, you got some nice alcohol.
Oh, 2 advantage.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, but I'm already full, so.
yeah. All right.
Lose 2 strain, I think.
Yeah, I meant.
Yeah. I was like, why?
All
I was being a little confused.
You
there.
did that so well. You're pressured. Get
Feel calmer.
All right. So
He did that so well. It's upsetting.
meanwhile, up in the vents, everyone give me your resilience checks. Once again, if you get a 2 boosts if you're wearing a respirator and a boost if you're not human.
Yay.
Did I note any? I could have sworn No, that was the
Oh,
fear check I
well,
triumphed on.
Oh, good. My resilience.
All right.
is
What's
still
the
at this. What's difficulties 2?
2 purple and a red.
Oh, triple G.
Yeah, but you get 3 boosts to it.
I net rolled 1 threat. All of my boosts were
2 successes and 2 threat.
Right.
And this was what skill again?
Resilience.
Resilience.
Yes.
Remember that you can use foresight for it.
Yes.
Thank God Seda has that ability to use force dice for resilience. Because otherwise he would have rolled a jack shit.
And I get a boost for being non-human, right?
Yes, you
Yeah.
get one.
Awesome.
You get a total of 3 boosts. 1 for
Okay.
2 for having a breath mask, and 1 for being non-human.
And the difficulty was
1 red and 2 purple.
okay. Sorry. I have 5 successes, 2 threat, and a triumph.
With that triumph, you will no longer have to take any other resilience checks.
Excellent.
Your
You're
body,
just you are fully immune, huh?
yeah. Though it is still very, you are immune because you kind of begin sniffling and sneezing a little bit to gain 2 strain, as your autoimmune system is kicking in.
However, you are not immune to the common
And
cold.
Gar.
I didn't fail.
Yeah,
I
you
just
did
got a
fail. But remember, yeah, just remind me next time you need to make a resilience check for this, that you did not succeed. As you hear, for a brief second while crawling through the vents, you hear like a muffled screaming.
Oh, great. was that?
And something.
Is he
sounding
the
like,
only one that heard it?
Yes, and something sounding like a child crying.
Did you guys hear that?
Hear what?
Wait, what?
I didn't hear anything.
I didn't hear anything either.
But why would a child be on here? Seda, can you sense anything?
Do you want me to roll again? Do you want me to roll again, or is he still sustaining from last session?
If you're trying to look for something specific as opposed to just putting an area of effect around you to...
I mean, it's just like he can't, unless you're willing to stretch that, he can't sense farther than the area around him. So it's whether he can still.
Yeah, you got still maintain.
Unless it was a force sensitive thing, because you don't need sense to sense force sensitive stuff as a force sensitive. He can only basically sense life in the immediate area.
Yeah, unless you want to, the rolling the sense would be more determining something specific or, like, going over grandly. But if you're maintaining, you don't sense anything in your immediate, well, you do sense some living things, below you.
I mean, there are some things beneath.
But again, why would a kid be on here?
I don't
There are
know.
no children on this.
Was there one aboard the bounty hunter's vessel, or the smuggler's vessel, rather?
I mean, we should probably keep moving. I don't really want to trust anything, especially if neither of you heard it.
All right, if you say so. If you hear it more clearly, though, let us know.
Of
We
course.
can try and find it. I wouldn't want to leave a child behind on this ship.
Right, but again, why would there be a kid on a Star Destroyer? I don't know. We need to keep moving. We're running out of time.
Let's see, let's see where, let me open up my diagram, alright, so you guys, you guys get to an area where, Vasil, points down. Right below here is where, security station Beta is. It has a door leading to detention. There's some, of course, countermeasures in the vents in detention that I need turned off by security management, who probably won't be able to, aren't doing so unless someone can physically talk to them. And I still do not know if they will fire on me for exiting the vents still.
That's fair. We can drop down.
I'm gonna head back to my... shelter to get my things to leave.
All right. Should we meet you in the hangar then? We have a ship there. We have a ship docked in the hangar. Or of course, if you can pilot any of the Imperial ships, I'm not going
You
to
won't
stop.
stop.
I am an engineer, not a pilot.
Fair enough. It's also, when we get the Imperials there, it's up to you whether you wish to return with them to wherever they're going or not.
Exactly.
Again, we won't make you one way or the other.
If the option is allowed, I'd rather go not with them.
Fair
I am
enough.
here under somewhat
Understandable.
indentured servitude due to various contracting agreements due to reparations from the Clone War.
Right, right.
I'll let the people, those back on our ship, know to that you're friendly.
Right.
And yeah, after she breaks off Seda, we'll just quick radio to Jay and Kenner, I believe,
Yeah, Ken.
and let them know that there is a what was her race again?
I think I
wrote it down. Oh yes, Luisi.
Sluici.
That there is a Sluisi engineer that we are rescuing, and she does not wish to return with the rest of the Imperials.
Alright, so, are you gonna drop down into the, detention, yeah. So, yeah, I guess you drop down into security station
Yes.
Beta. Alright, yeah, you drop into a security, checkpoint station, where there's a bunch of, a small armory of, blaster rifles, several, and blaster pistols. Several stormtroopers, rather indisposed, hang around here, as well as several crew members indisposed also.
Any of them alive?
Yes.
Seda
There
will
are,
motion.
two
motion to,
stormtroopers and two stormtroopers, 2 officers, and 3 enlisted that are still alive. The stormtroopers that are still alive had parts of their armor ripped off.
Seda will motion generally to the bodies and motion to be careful.
Just not said.
Right, everyone give me stealth checks.
Will do.
Difficulty.
2 purple.
Okay.
It's gonna suck that our stealthy people are in the other group for this.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's the thing.
Success with advantage. I'll use my advantage to heal a strain.
Single
Ab-
success.
Literally nothing. Not even an advantage or or threat. Like literally just blank.
I think you re-roll if you get a net neutral.
I don't know. I will if Charlie wants me to.
What'd you get?
Neutral.
Greg.
Literally nothing.
No, I got. No,
Oh.
what did Greg get?
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Single success.
Okay,
I have a flat nothing. It's probably the best I could expect.
let's see. I'll see if it says anything underneath the skill description of stealth. Stealth, hearing spell, visual cues.
Otherwise, I have a suggestion.
Yeah.
Because we're just trying to. Because if I remember right, we're just trying to activate something and then get back into the vent, right? We gotta like disable security or something. We're not. Or are we dropping down entirely?
She went that like someone in like the bridge has to disable this, or like using a computer, maybe at the security station or in the brig, which you need to talk to people to talk to, or hack a computer or something.
Ah, gotcha.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Do you want me to take a look at the security stuff? I mean, it's not my best.
Well, I was still
Sweet,
trying to
but-
figure out what a neutral does.
Oh, I was gonna suggest that Seda just like Seda's quiet, but he basically doesn't get anywhere. Like he doesn't make any progress. He's just
Alright, yeah,
staying,
you're
staying
standing where you are. So yeah, there is a security console, and there's also the door to the brig, which has an intercom panel.
What's your computer's name?
Nate?
You're still muted.
Yes.
What's your computer skill?
My computer skill. Computers 2.
Two.
Okay,
Roll 2 green.
I only have 1 rank, so 1 yellow, 1 green.
Yeah, you can get a boost from me if that's even possible. But I assume there's only one computer, so it really isn't possible.
Yeah. I mean, we could dual hack.
Yeah, just both type on the keyboard like NCIS.
That's not how.
Look, you gotta do.
TV said so, therefore it is so.
That's not how anything works.
Look, you gotta.
Yeah, I can't really help you if there's one computer.
Okay.
If there were two,
well,
if there were two security computers, I could
I
be
mean,
like,
that's the point. I mean, that's the point. Do you want to go for it or do you want me to?
you go ahead.
Okay, I'll try. Polypret deserves so much better.
Right. The
What's the
difficulty on
difficult-
hacking is 2 red and a purple. You're hacking because you're hacking into an Imperial freaking Star Destroyer.
I'm going to upgrade. I'm going to flip a light point to upgrade Madai.
Alright.
So at least
Okay.
that's 2 yellows.
And I know exactly what will happen if the spare is rolled.
Well, you don't have to worry about it. It's just a single failure.
So you're probably nothing severely bad
Yeah,
happens.
the
but you're
alarms
definitely
don't go
locked
off.
out.
It notifying everything, but yeah, basically you get the thing is contact administrator because you used the wrong password too many times.
This might come as a shock, but Imperial computers are really well guarded. I need passcodes in order to get in here.
Or I guess Taylor can't say anything because he's on the other side of the room still. So
Hey, you could shout
okay?
something.
not gonna do that.
You okay? Heisler is saying that. It's like, you okay?
He motions again towards the bodies and to indicate that he doesn't want to wake them.
He kind of
he
gives
w-
you a shrug.
He will look around for a what he will do is look around for a another communications panel, an intercom, because if they can contact the brig, they can give them the code, give them proper clearance, right?
Right, yeah. There is an intercom next to the door. I'll say no required. There's the intercom next to the door of the brig.
All right, should I make a stealth roll over there, I guess? Or I guess
Yeah.
do you want me to stealth to get there, I take it?
Yep.
Try again.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, 1 success, 1 advantage this time. Assuming it was still the same 2 difficulty.
Yep. Alright, yeah, you get over there. However, you
You
also
know,
find the problem that is, with your 2 advantage, I'll point out, the intercom's gonna make noise.
yeah, he's concerned about that, but there doesn't seem to be much getting around it.
Sounds like someone needs to take forced telepathy.
Yeah. Well, he could potentially read their thoughts if they're right on the other side. He cannot communicate his, though. Would be the issue.
We'll get good.
He'll motion to ask you guys if you want him to risk it.
I'll take my blaster out.
All right. He will.
If Yavgar draws his pistol, Lynn does draw her saber and is ready to
He
ignite
will-
it.
He will motion against the saber when he sees her draw it.
Wait, are we actually?
We're in front of the brig.
Oh, never mind.
Hold on. Once Gar realizes what you're doing, he'll toss you his vibroblade. Just don't lose it.
Sure, your power blade. Is it any better than my force pike?
2 damage with a 2 damage plus 2 damage modifier. Crits on 2 advantage. 1 defensive, pierce 2, vicious 1.
It was a nice vibroblade, but yeah, you do have. That's right. You have the force plate. Plus, we have our sticks.
So I got damage +3, Pierce 2, Crit 2. I think my Force Pike is better.
Yours is actually better, yeah.
Yeah. No,
Conversely, you roll. It might do a lot less damage, but you roll real nice on your stick.
I don't have a stick anymore.
You're not carrying around the stick?
I lost it.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I lost it at some point.
Oh, I mean, you could probably have gotten another one. They're not they're not like rare. They're like 5.
She gave up on sticks.
Okay, they're pretty useful for when you want to hit things with your skill, but you don't want to let everyone in the vicinity know that you be Jedi. But oh
She's
well.
also not especially afraid of that. She's apprehensive here on the on a Imperial Star Destroyer, mind, but out in public, she's not especially apprehensive.
Well, right.
We ready for combat.
Yeah. She slowly draws her Force Pike.
Yeah.
And ignites it.
Yeah, he will Seda will activate the intercom and go like, we're right outside. Respond quietly if you can. What do we need to do
And the intercom crackles. Who's out there?
This is it's the one you talked to earlier. It's Seda from the Bet on Red.
Alright, hold on. Let me check outside cameras to see if any hostiles are in the vicinity. And then then all the guys
I
start
think
to stand up.
I think all
They-
3 of us like face palm as sticks are dead.
Yeah, Seda draws his stick.
Should I set to stun or to kill?
Oh.
They're probably too far gone.
Up to you. We don't know if because we have not met anyone familiar with this virus. We do not yet know if there's a way to save these people. Seda has informed you that they are still there. They're not like
I'll set to stun. I'll set to stun.
they're not totally they're not they're still in there. They still have a consciousness, but it's like suppressed.
I'll set to stun for now.
Hey, everyone roll initiative.
All right, I will remember to do this time. I will take a strain to add an automatic add 1 success to my roll.
It would be vigilance. It would be vigilance since even though we knew something was coming, we weren't 100% sure.
I know you would be cool because you knew it was
Cool.
coming.
Cool.
Yeah, that's fair.
We were ready for a fight.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did I have anything else that affects my initiative? Other than I have my force ability, but
Let's see.
no rapid reaction is just the. Hey, I get to do this. I finally get to make use of this. In a real battle.
A real battle.
So So I'm going to. So Nate,
Yes.
add a 1 success to your initiative roll,
Well then, it's 4 successes then.
and also for the first 2 rounds of combat, your ranged and melee defense. You increase your or for the first round of combat, you have 2 ranged and melee defense,
Okay.
and I have the same.
Alright, and let me just check you guys' rolls. So let's see, success, advantage. Alright. Alright, so all PCs goes, then all enemies go.
Woohoo.
If I give the favor that PCs get if they roll the same as an NPC, they get the advantage.
All right, sounds fair.
Yeah. There's probably-
Especially against things that aren't like a nemesis that don't have like strict stats.
Yeah. All right.
Like,
so all
I
right.
recommend if it's a nemesis, decide by who has the higher like agility or
these,
something.
yeah, there. Like I said, there are 2 stormtroopers, 2 officers, and 3 naval troopers. The stormtroopers have blaster carbines limply held in their hands. The officers have similar with what do they they're similar with a very finely looking blast pistols. What are you gonna do?
Who's up first?
I think me.
Go right ahead.
Whoever wants to.
Yeah, whoever wants to go first, but I'll go. So there's are they actually able to fire these blaster pistols?
You don't know.
All right, I'm not gonna take the chance.
I mean, they're holding them like guns and not like clubs.
I'm gonna spear somebody.
All right. They are all within a short range of you, guys.
Okay, so I'll use a maneuver to engage.
Yeah. Which group are you engaging?
Those holding blasters.
It's the stormtroopers or the officers.
Stormtroopers. I have Pierce.
Yeah, all right.
So, let's see here. I succeeded with a threat. 2 success and a threat. That's 4, 6. Nine. 9 damage. Pierce 2.
Alright, so let's see. So yeah, that gets through their armor. Oh yeah. So yeah, that is. They take. How much damage was it again?
It was 9.
9.
Pierce 2.
9, so 4, 5. All right, you stab through one of them, but he is still up. And oh yeah, because you no wait, were you the one who got no, I don't think you were the one who got a so yeah, time to make a fear check. Because he became engaged with a fearsome adversary. And I'm gonna flip a dark side point to upgrade the check, so it is now 1 red, 1 purple.
Red, 1 purple. I'll roll. Failure with 2 advantage. I am afeared, although being afeared has reduced my strain.
So I'll give you an option. You can either enemies will either gain a boost to attacking you, or you can gain a conflict.
I'll get a conflict.
Alright, sure. Alright, you gain a conflict as, fear and whatnot.
It's only fair. She's supposed to be kind of gray here. Not getting nearly enough conflict for playing her as a gray Jedi as I have.
Yeah. Well, you haven't had a lot of opportunity to do a lot of things. Gray.
Yeah.
Let's see. All right. Who's up next?
I can go, or you can go. It's up to you. I can shoot him in.
Just to watch him die, huh?
I guess so. Sure, I'll go.
How very cold of you.
Ranged light. What's the difficulty?
It's in short range, so.
Mhm.
So short range difficulty. I think that's 1 purple.
Okie dokie. I will murder their face.
But,
2 successes and 1 advantage.
Right. So how much damage is that?
The blaster does 7 damage.
7. And you got 2 successes.
And I said I had it set to stun.
Right. So 2.
I'm gonna use that advantage to heal a strain.
So 9. And what? Okay, I guess also question: which group did you fire at?
I was firing at the officers
All right.
because I didn't want to engage the ones that are in that Lynn is in direct combat with.
Officer.
That is fair and also appreciated.
She's just too tall. You can't fire over her.
All right. So let's see.
Well,
I know,
for
right?
you, I guess.
3. So you got a total of 9 damage.
Uh-huh.
All right. So. 6.
So that.
All right. Yeah.
clearly
You
doesn't
take
kill
out
them.
one. You stun one of the officers, knocking them
Nice.
out.
Nice.
All right. Up next, I guess Seda. What are you gonna do?
All right, so remind me what enemy groups are there? There's the
There are 3 naval troopers, 1 officer up, and 2 stormtroopers. Which has been run through with a spear.
Well, don't forget, if we can get it opened, we can get more combatants to help us.
yeah. Did they respond in the meantime, or are they like we're not coming out till they're gone?
You haven't had time. There hasn't been enough time for a response. They were gonna check.
All right. Will it stay open? Well, the channel will stay open if he moves away from it at this point, right?
Right.
All right. Then he will. Seda will move to engage the one that the ones Lynn engaged and attempt to finish off the one that she wounded.
All right.
So first, I assume I need to make my fear check.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah. It's only gonna be 2 purple for you.
and then. Oh, was that one that was down enough to drop the threshold?
No. It's I flipped a dark side to upgrade it.
Right. What is? Let's see. Remind me. Is it cool or vigilance that combats fear?
Cool if you know it's coming. Vigilant. And it's willpower if you don't. Discipline if you don't know it's coming.
Oh, discipline.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's normally discipline, but still, will occasionally.
You
It's
can use
it's
cool if you
usually.
know it's coming.
Well, I'm going to use discipline because I'd rather roll a yellow than a 2 green. So we'll do that. 1 success.
All right. Yeah. I guess go ahead and attack him.
All right. Just two difficulty. Do they have any
Yeah.
defense?
No.
All right. And I roll 1 green and 1 yellow. Right. That is correct. Okay. Didn't hit him, but I will use my 2 advantage to disorient this group.
All right.
So Seda basically, like, I guess, comes in and head rings them with the,
Yeah.
or otherwise just like knocks the wind out of them or head rings them with the with his staff.
Good move.
All right. So up next, first off, is the naval officer who's going to return fire on you. Who kind of limply pulls up the gun and just fires it limply. Let me see. So they, so you're at short range.
They seem to be able to shoot.
That's great.
And
That's what I was afraid of.
all right. Oh, and I guess they would aim too, because they have the chance. So let me roll that.
Does the mold have the presence of mind to aim?
Actually, fair enough. Yeah. Never mind. I'll reroll. Right. So, alright, so, they got 1 success and 1 advantage, so, that does, let's see, that, they have a blaster pistol, so, that is, 9 damage. I mean, it's 8 damage.
Okay.
Here's a question: are they firing lethally or with stun?
Lethally.
My
Or-
vest has
I guess,
2 so
yeah, 2 soak, so,
so just 6.
well, remember also you have, bronze soak.
I have bronze soak. So that's net 5. I keep forgetting that. So that's net 5. So that's a net 3. 3 total damage.
Right. And they're gonna use this to pass the boost off to the next group, which is the 3 naval troopers who are gonna charge you. Gar.
Oh, goody.
All right, they're gonna try and yeah. They're gonna try and beat you up with their fists and
That's
stuff.
lovely.
Oh no, they're going to use their fists and stuff.
So,
What are you going to do?
I will shoot them in the face when I have an opportunity.
Whoa.
all right, and they got
That's using way more than your fists and stuff.
they got 3 successes on their hurt you check.
Yuck.
Let's see and so that is
They do just 3 damage plus their
no. They
brawn.
also have feral strength, so
Okay.
so they do 4 so they do a total of 7 damage, and this isn't blaster, so your blaster vest.
Yep.
does
So
what-
that's only the bronze soaks. That's only 4 damage.
Does feral strength also mean they do wounds instead of strain?
I believe so. Yeah.
Although I suppose you can choose no matter what with unarmed. I think.
Yeah.
I mean, it was anyway. So right now I'm at half damage.
All right,
Never
and
knew.
then the stormtroopers are gonna try and hit you with their other hands that are holding guns. Lynn,
All right.
and you have 2 defense, right, for this thing?
Yep. Yep. She and Seda have 2 defense this round. As Seda's senses are essentially like she feels a bit what it's like to have Seda's senses and be able to kind of predict actions coming to an extent before they happen. She can feel what they're about to do.
And
It's kind of
do you
weird.
have any other defense on top of that? The stuff Zeta gave you.
Yeah, I have 1 melee.
All right, so
So 3 defense total right now.
yeah, I'm gonna just go ahead and flip another dark side to upgrade their check.
Okay, so I believe we're at 4 light and 2 dark after that.
All right. And they got a nothing.
She just kind of
Wah, wah.
knocks him away.
Alright. Alright, top of the round now.
All right, she's gonna. She just knocked it. She just knocked one away.
As a round has passed, have they responded? The Imperials.
No, I mean, this is also still a short amount of time, and, like, they're getting on view, and then they have to go back to the intercom.
I'll take. I'll use.
I assume with more than one person in the room, they can relay the information.
I mean,
I'm gonna
I
take
think
a
the thing is
maneuver to
still a
aim.
couple seconds,
Yeah.
so it'll at least take them a combat round or two.
Fair.
I got. Okay, I got 2 successes, plus an advantage, plus a triumph, and also a despair.
Wait, what?
Wait,
Well,
what?
that's an interesting roll.
How'd you get a spare?
Aren't they one purple, one red?
Despair and Triumph are not mutually exclusive.
No, I mean, they did a melee attack.
Oh,
isn't-
no.
Yeah, melee
Yeah, no,
attack.
they're just 2 purple, Nate.
Oh, huh. Why did I have a red there?
I don't know.
You probably were
Well.
thinking of your fear check.
Oh, yeah, so how'd that
So
up?
yeah, re-roll
What?
that.
Let me just, so I have 3 successes, 1 advantage, and a triumph. Let me just roll a
A
purple.
purple instead of the.
Failure, so there'll be 1 success, 3 advantage, and a triumph.
How many
Okay.
successes did you have before?
I had 2, so now I have 1.
1.
So I'm gonna do. So it's gonna do
But
8 damage, pierce 1 into a stormtrooper,
alright,
and then I'll use my triumph to crit. Cause I can do that because this is like a group of minions, right?
right.
So I
you
can I can like
there,
take
you
one
finish-
out and then crit to take out another,
I think so. Yeah, that's how that works.
Okay.
Alright, so yeah, you take them both out.
and then I will just use the 3
Do
advantage to heal strain.
do you
If
need
not
to
strictly,
roll-
I feel like that's fine for a house rule. No, because since they're minions, the crit just takes 1 out instantly.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
For the
she
record.
finishes off the one that she and Seda are flanking,
Yeah.
and then
like spins her pike around and stabs behind her
Alright.
in that really cool way.
Oh, Agar, I
Yeah,
guess
this-
also roll a fear check.
no, we're still
Gar,
Gar,
gotta get
right.
engaged.
Because now I'm in. I'm
Good
close range with him. So that would be cool against how many dice?
2 purple.
1 success, 1 threat. So a strain.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay.
Alright, so, alright, yeah, you're up, Gar.
Can I shoot into melee with these guys?
Yeah, you take penalties because, what? Yeah.
it's increased difficulty. I believe
Yeah.
I believe it's 2 difficulty because normally it'd be 1 at short range, but it's 2 at if they're
Yeah, it
engaged
becomes
with you
2 purple, yeah, and if you have a pistol.
with
I
a
mean,
small
it's-
arm.
Yeah.
I mean, it's really my only option since I can't really switch to my sword.
You could.
I mean, you can. It's a maneuver.
yeah.
Right, but I'd give up my turn, wouldn't I?
No, it's a maneuver, not an action.
Yeah.
You could switch to your sword and then attack.
Okay,
You wouldn't be able to take any other maneuvers.
I'll do that then. So that would be melee.
Yeah.
Which I haven't did. Okay. So 2 purple.
Yeah.
How what's our lights dark side situation?
4 light, 2 dark.
Can I flip one? I oddly have not upgraded my melee yet.
Go for it.
Sure thing. Thank you.
Hey, don't feel bad. I have not put any points into any of my skills since the start of the game.
That's mostly what I've been doing. And considering I've got this really sweet vibro sword, I probably should at least put a point in there.
Hey, if you ever need someone to teach you, you can always ask Lynn.
Seda did start with 1 point in lightsabers, but he is
Always ask Lynn to be to train you in melee. She's pretty solid in melee.
2 successes. So let's see. So the damage is 2 plus a 2 modifier, and then pierce 2, vicious 1.
Well, I mean, what's your brawn?
Let's see. Brawn is 2.
yeah.
So-
Brawn adds to damage with melee as well.
So yeah,
So.
2 plus 2, 4, and then you got 2 successes.
Yes.
So that's 6.
Wait, hold on. The vibroblade only does 2 damage.
Yes.
That doesn't sound right.
I think it's got.
Vibrosword does 2 damage.
That can't be right. Hold on a sec.
Damage 2, damage mod plus 2.
Oh,
range
really?
engaged. Critical is 2.
It's really
advantage.
only 2 damage? Dang. I thought a vibrosword would be
I
stronger
think it
than
has
that.
pierce. Is the thing?
It has pierce 2, vicious 1, and also this blade has cortosis.
Yeah. So
Alright.
pierce 2, that takes care of their Alright, so where is alright, so pierce 2, how much damage you do? Yeah, 6 total, right?
Plus whatever vicious and
Well,
the
vicious
cortosis
is
do.
for criticals, I think.
Okay.
Let's see, so alright, so so let's see, 2, so alright, yeah, one of them takes 3 damage but is still up.
Okay.
And Seda, you're up.
Alright. Sato will thinking. What's better? Lynn can probably handle it herself, so he's thinking he should maybe help Gar. Though it's perhaps more in his character to stick close to Lynn.
I am surrounded by 3 soldiers.
How many stormtroopers are there left here?
There's
killed
you're
them all.
you're just with one.
No, yeah,
Okay.
you killed them both because he created one and then killed the other with damage.
Oh, were there only 2 there?
Yeah, 2.
Okay. Okay, yeah, we're clear then. Yeah, in that case, he'll definitely go. He'll go help. Because they're clear, so he doesn't have to disengage. So he will engage and attack the ones surrounding. Unless you think it's better that he goes after. Actually, I'll just ask. Lynn, do you want to take the ones at Gar or the officer?
I'll help Gar.
All right. Seda will attack the officer then. He will engage the officer and smack him with a stick. Or attempt to.
Alright,
You know what? I will take oh right, I forgot to add that last time, right? This says accurate on it. I get a boost. Let's remember that. Nope, failure 1 advantage. So I guess I'll just pass a boost along to the next PC, which will be Lynn.
alright, yeah.
As Zeta is like occupying him, but otherwise it doesn't land a
Alright,
any
so
kind of
next up
significant
will
blow
be
on
the
him.
officer who is going to shoot at you, Lynn.
Lynn or Seda?
Lynn.
All right, he is taking a penalty
it
because
is
he's
then
engaged with
Seda-
somebody.
Oh, no, I thought
Seda's in his face.
Okay, I
so
thought it Seda engaged the other guys. Alright,
no,
yeah, he'll shoot at
Lynn said
Seda
she'd
then.
help Gar. So
Seda, yeah. You,
all right. That will be. Oh no, I have a melee defense, not a. I think I have a melee defense, not a
yeah.
range defense. Or no, I don't even have a melee defense. So yeah, that'll just be the base 2. He's got a pistol, right? So
yeah,
2.
2, yeah. Alright, 2 success and advantage. So, he is gonna, let's see, Right, so he is gonna pass the boost on to the guy swarming Gar.
One success. How many successes?
2 successes.
2 of each.
Yeah.
2 successes.
No,
All
2
right.
successes, 1 advantage.
All right.
So passing on to next ally, and then yeah, that is 8 damage to you, Theta.
All right. He soaks 3 of it. Takes 5.
All right. And then yeah, the group, the gang of Navy troopers is gonna continue to maul at Gar.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, and they got 2 success and an advantage also. So they're gonna, let's see, so 2 success, that is, let's see, actually I think advantage. So yeah, they're pass a boost on to their next ally, which is gonna be the officer again. And they are gonna, they do, alright, so, 3 plus, 3 plus 1, 3 plus 1, 5, and then 1, 6, yeah, they do 6 damage to you, Gar.
Okay. Does the defensive quality of my sword mitigate any damage?
Oh, if you have defensive, you should have told me. That gives you defense.
Yeah, I have defense. I said that I have defense 1.
No,
on
you
it.
didn't. I don't think you did.
My apologies. It does have defense 1 on it.
Alright, so I have to re-roll this.
My apologies.
Or just roll an extra black die.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, okay, so 2 success and an advantage, so...
So roll a black die if it's a threat. If it's a threat, it cancels out the advantage. Otherwise, if it's a failure, it cancels out.
It got 0 on it, so luckily, yeah, none of the math changes.
Okay. So what was the total again?
That is 6 damage.
Okay, that drops down to 3. I am still up.
Alright, yeah, I guess Lynn, you're up.
All right, let's do this. Okay. I'll use a maneuver to get in close. I'll use a maneuver to aim.
Alright, yeah, 2 strain.
Mm-hmm.
And, yeah, it's 2 purple.
I got 4 successes, so that's 3 damage plus 7, so 11 damage. Pierce 2.
Alright, yeah, you take one of them out. And, yeah, you pierce one of them right through the heart.
Sure.
Oh, I guess also roll fear again. Because you're engaging a fearsome enemy again.
Oh, do I have to do it even though it's the same enemy? Is like technically the same enemy?
Let me just see. Yeah, let me just see.
It's like it's technically the same horror. Do I have to roll
Yeah,
fear
but
every time?
it's every time you become engaged with them.
Okay, yeah, it does say, yeah, when you become engaged.
Okay.
Yeah, we looked at it last time, and yeah, that's strange, but
Yeah, and I think I did, and say that you
you didn't
roll,
have-
but you got the triumph on them. These guys.
Okay.
yeah, but I used it for something else. I rolled again, and I got a success anyway.
All
So
right,
It's a red and a purple for the fear check.
no, 2 purple. That was because of
2
an
purple?
upgrade from flipping at dark side.
Ah, okay. Succeeded with 2 advantage.
Right, yeah, you succeed.
with the advantage, he might get a boost on the next fear
Or
check.
heal
he's gonna
strain, yeah.
I'll heal 2 strain. Okay, that's fine. Look, man, when you're a melee character, that's pretty much what you use an advantage for.
Well, when you
Strain
have
is-
the defensive stuff, all that defensive stuff, when you have a lot of moves that spend strain.
Yeah.
Gar, you're up.
I will slash a guy again.
Alright, yeah.
This time I will not spend a point, so I'll just roll as normal. And I get 2 successes. So let's go to equipment. So yeah, that's total of 6. Pierce 2. I would probably be attacking the one I already attacked.
Well, that one got cut in half by Lynn.
Okay. With what I did previously, because I did 2 successes last time, that ended up being 3 damage
Yeah.
after armor.
Alright, so yeah, you damage. Yeah, you cut another one's pad armor a little bit. Seda, you're up.
All right. Seda will take a swing at them. Nothing. Literally just nothing. God damn, I'm having no luck
We
really
gave you
melee
one
today.
job. Zach. Womp
Got
womp.
nothing?
Yeah. He'll then Seda will use his maneuver to take a. Is the defensive? Let me remind myself. Does the defensive stance give it a melee or a?
I think melee defensive staff is melee and cover is right for ranged.
Guarded stance. Oh, we've totally been forgetting that. Guarded stance also gives you a setback on attacks till the end of your next turn, by the way. We've totally been forgetting that.
Yeah, I've used it once and I didn't attack.
Yeah, it's guarded stance is specifically against
Yeah.
against enemies, so or against melee attacks. So and disengaging is not helpful because it's actually going to be harder for him to hit me at melee. So I probably should have just aimed. Whoops. Sid will use a maneuver to hit himself with a stim pack, I guess.
Yeah. Alright, Offense is gonna shoot you in the face, Seda.
All right.
That's a weird thing to do to a man.
Not even getting advantage to trigger disorient. Bullshit. All right, yeah, 2 difficulty, I think.
Alright. Ooh, alright, so, let me just check something, right, so, that's 4 advantage, 2 success.
Ooh.
Let's see, so, roll on the critical hit table, Seda,
All right.
as well as take 9 damage.
Boy, I would love to go one fight I'm in without something critting me.
Look, I'm trying my hardest to beat up Lynn a little, and it just won't take.
I mean,
Where's my?
you can try.
Yeah.
Where is my detail? Where are my lights on in here?
I've got
there's
some handy if you need it.
Oh yeah, that's
Okay.
oops,
Charlie, have you tried Rancor? I think Rancor might be the answer to your problem.
Well, that's not gonna be good.
And I think Dark Trooper might be the answer, but we'll get to that when we get to that.
Ooh, this is gonna be bad.
Oh no. What's the number?
99.
My dude.
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
rolled an
it's-
89 and he still has an unhealed crit. So
I mean, it's well over 100 that is a death sentence, but 99 is probably not good.
no, one of the target's limbs selected by the GM is impaired until healed or replaced. Increase the difficulty of all checks that require use of that limb by 1.
I'm gonna say your leg because you can probably use your Lightsaber with one hand.
Yeah, lightsabers can be wielded one hand.
So yeah.
In fact, as somebody who's aspiring to be the duelist style, he absolutely does wield his melee stuff one hand.
All right. So yeah, your leg gets freaking. You get kneecapped.
Ah.
And yeah, 9 damage pre-soak. Yeah, so any checks for running and
Yeah.
jumping and
Athletics, yeah.
Yeah, athletics, most stealth checks
bending
that
with the
aren't just
knees.
hiding.
I mean, at least for something like this, we can fix your leg and you won't have to replace your leg, but still not good.
Yeah, it doesn't like blow it off. I'm specifically going to have to heal it, which I assume. Charlie, would you count healing the critical as healing the leg?
Yeah.
Effectively, like if I get medical treatment to
Yeah,
heal.
I think that's
Correct.
the implication, most part.
Like it doesn't specifically say till this crit is healed, but unless we have a specific narrative reason not to accept that, that's what I would assume.
Yeah. Right, alright, and then, yeah, he's gonna use his spare advantage to pass around a boost to,
Himself. Oh.
no, to, the 3 people who are now the 2 people who are now gonna attack Lynn.
Okay.
Let's see, so, because Lynn is by far the biggest threat. And that's 2 advantage. Acquire character. Action, defense. Alright, so let's see, with 2, they're gonna give Lynn a setback to her next check.
Okay.
For what? How are they doing that?
2 advantage. That's all they got for their attack on Lynn. That is.
I believe he has to pass a boost. I don't think he can give an enemy a setback with advantage.
I think that's
That is literally
because
said
it's
2 advantage. Add 2.
It's 2 advantage, not 1.
Oh, okay, 2 advantage. Add a setback to the as targeted characters. Nice check. Okay.
Alright.
So yeah, if they were attacking Lynn, then
And Lynn gets to attack them right back.
Alright.
Yep. Which she's absolutely going to do. So she has.
Actually, okay. Here's the question:
they're kind of.
Would she? Seda just screamed out in pain.
Okay, so problem.
I'm not saying that's what you should do. I'm just saying what would Lynn do in this case.
Problem is she has these 2 fucks between her and Seda.
Fair enough.
Also, you hear on the intercom. Hold on for a second. We are unsealing the second brig door.
Hurry up!
She notes that Seda's alive. She's going to attempt to get to him, but first she needs to get to this one bastard.
He's still standing too. He's just.
Yep. She's going to get through a man.
He's visibly favoring one leg.
Use my maneuver for a boost. I dealt That's gonna be 8 damage. And I got 4 advantage. So I will. How many strain left to heal? So I will pass the boost along to both of my allies.
Yeah.
I'll pass one on to Guard. I'll pass one on to Seda.
All right, yeah, you take out one one of the troopers. There's now only one left.
As her quick her quick defeat of this trooper is inspiring.
All right.
And I'll try to take on the other one. Hopefully that boost will help me out. Kind of did. I got 2 successes and a threat. So that's again 3 damage, and I take a strain.
Yeah. Well, no, I get to determine what you do.
Oh, that's fair.
I say you take a strain.
Nah, that's what I figured.
How much damage was that again?
3.
Yeah, is that in counting your weapon damage plus your successes plus your brawn?
Yes, that's counting every. I've gotten 2 successes every time. So with their armor, I
Oh
do
yeah,
3
okay,
damage.
3. So, all right, yeah, all right. And Seder, you're up.
All right. He's still kind of safer here than. I guess he could take double maneuver to take cover, but that other one is still up. So he will take an aim action this time. So we'll have a good amount of. So, which is plus with the boost Lynn has in his own accurate on the training stick, he gets 3 boosts. I really should get. Wait, shit! I'm a dumbass. Oh well. Nah, yeah, I'll do this. I realize that Seda actually. I keep forgetting that Seda has a legit ranged weapon now that he can use if he doesn't want to lightsaber things. He does have a blaster pistol. God damn, really? Alright, I'll spend 2 advantage to disorient him. And 1 to and then pass a boost along to the next person.
And what's disorient do again? Like,
I think they just take a setback to anything they do.
all right.
I can double check. It's in the. I can double check, but I'm pretty sure that's what disorient did. It's either they take a setback or they lose their maneuver. Actually, let me double check. If they lose their maneuver, I'm not going to bother since he's not really maneuvering. Actually, hold on. What can I do with 3? Can I disarm him with 3?
You can with 3. Let's see. You
Or
can
knock him down?
yeah, you can. Let's see. Negate a target enemy's defensive bonuses. Ignore environment. Gain +1 melee or ranged defense until your next active turn.
Ooh, I do like that.
Trigger a target to drop the weapon they're wielding.
Yes, that one.
Oh yeah.
He knocks the blaster out of their hand.
Oh yeah. The
Nice.
Right. So yeah. Alright, so this round the naval officer is gonna instead attack you with his fists.
I feel like I have a better chance against that
Fists
should
and-
hit
well,
less
fists
hard.
and also teeth.
Gross.
So let's see. Naval officer. They have a. So that'll be 3, and they could take a setback because they're disoriented.
No, they're not. I used it on.
All right.
They're not disoriented. I used it on making them drop the weapon instead.
Okay. So Alright, so 2 success and 2 advantage.
Of course.
So that will be, let's see, 3 plus 5, 6 damage.
Okay.
And let's see, use that to let's see. Yeah, and use that to give you a setback to your next action.
All right.
Alright, and then the group of guys is gonna maul you again. Well, the guy, the one singular guy, is gonna maul you again. Lynn.
Okay.
Failure, but 2 advantage. They're gonna
Okay.
give you a setback next round.
All right then.
And yeah, you hear the rumbling of the door behind you slowly begin to open. The vault door to the brig. Lynn, what are you gonna
Okay.
do?
So they are okay. So there's still there's the one that's currently fighting with Lynn, and is there still one fighting with Sade?
Yeah, the officer.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It's a maneuver to disengage, right?
Right.
And a maneuver to then re-engage.
Yep.
So she just kind of like glances to the side at Gar.
I give her a nod.
She nods back, and then she will. I'll spend 2 strain.
And remember, you also have to roll a fear check because you're engaging it again.
Okay. Which I succeeded
Yeah.
twice. Then I will gain 2 threats. I didn't accomplish anything. I didn't hit him. I tried.
All right. 2.
Gosh dang, I tried.
This guy is just unfucking hittable.
Maybe she at least with the 2 threat gets his attention on her instead.
All right. Yeah. You also gain 2 strain.
Okay.
All right, Gar, you're up.
Okay, I'm gonna de-equip my gun or de-equip my sword and re-equip my gun to try to end.
Right.
So isn't it I take a setback because I'm?
No, it's just 1 extra difficulty, so it's 2 purple instead of 1.
That's fair. Oh look, 3 successes and a threat.
All right. Gain 1 strain, and I believe that with a blaster pistol, that'll take the last naval trooper out.
As he falls to the ground, I shoot him once again for good measure.
Still set. Are you still set to sun?
He didn't say he turned it off, stun.
Yeah. All
I
right.
mean, I guess I didn't say I turned it off. Yeah.
All right. All right. Seda.
Okay, let's see if somebody can actually hit this motherfucker.
Nah.
Probably not.
Remember, you get a set. Yeah, take a setback.
Yep. How's 4 successes?
That'll do it.
Alright.
So that will be
Finally did it.
that will
You
be
hit the man.
6 damage.
How does it feel having hit the man?
Has he been hit yet?
Feels
At
good.
all?
No, I haven't hit him yet.
Alright,
Nobody's
so-
hit this one yet.
Alright, so 6 damage.
Clubbed him good. He turned to face Lynn after Lynn attacked, and then Seda just clubbed him in the fucking back.
6 damage.
Oh wait, 8 damage. I forgot to end my brawn.
Alright, 8. Okay, yeah. Let's see.
8's
Right, so, yeah, you deal 3 damage. He's still up. And he's gonna come at you, Lynn.
Bring it.
Yeah. Right, that's 2 success and a threat.
All right. How much damage will it be?
That is, 6 damage.
6.
Yeah.
I assume you're just gonna parry most of that.
I don't even need to.
Oh right, you have a lot of brawn
Yeah.
You're
don't-
just gonna.
I don't actually. Hold up.
using the
6.
force.
So 5 total soak.
Yeah.
It would deal a single wound. I'm not gonna parry that. With a single wound, it may as well be assumed that she parried it.
Yeah.
And it made her finger, her thumb has a little pain.
Right, and yeah, the one,
Oh, no.
are you gonna spend their, threat?
I will give them strain.
Right, yeah. Alright, and you hear on
Which
the
is
other end of the
effectively
door,
damage to them.
we're gonna, you hear on the other end of the door someone yell, okay, we're about to sanitize this area, everyone drop to the ground.
That doesn't sound good. Dropping.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see. Is this something we're all doing as combat effectively ends?
It will be a maneuver, yeah, unless you want to really make sure this officer is dead.
I don't care.
You know?
I mean, we probably we could, between the 3 of us, we could finish him before, I would like to think. but-
Either way, they're about to sanitize this area.
Yeah.
All
yeah.
right.
Drop him.
Dropping.
Alright, everyone,
It should be really easy for Seda.
and that will
Hey.
be the officer gets one more attack on you, Lynn.
Actually, no, I'm going to attack him and then because I can.
Yeah,
it's a maneuver
yeah,
to
yeah,
drop.
maneuver, yeah. Right, sure, go ahead.
Guess what? I hit him. For 6 damage this time.
All right, yeah, you take him out.
Not gonna be necessary, but
There,
he'll drop just in case.
Lynn, yeah, and Lynn, you dropping?
Yeah.
All right, yeah. As a hail of after you drop the guy, the door fully opens, and as soon as it's opened, a hail of blaster fire comes and impacts several terminals, and anything that was at standing level. And then you hear a ceasefire, ceasefire.
Gar is visibly rolling his eyes. We took care of it.
Once
Yep.
they've stopped firing, Seda will climb to his wince as he climbs to his feet. He'll stick himself with
medicine?
another stim. Probably don't have time to do. We probably don't want to do the medicine check right here. That takes some time.
Hour and 90 minutes, by the way.
Yeah.
90
we-
minutes.
yeah. Okay.
Meanwhile, at the ranch, HK and Taba, you get a private comlink call from your squad leader Mila. He goes,
Mm-hmm.
"Hey, I got a question. So I know the basics of daisy chaining explosives, but what would be if I daisy chain a bunch of thermal detonators inside a Lobna? Will that be enough to kill everyone inside, or will it be enough to actually puncture a hole in the ship?"
Okay.
Said- What did she say?
If you daisy change a bunch of thermal detonators in a Lobna, is that enough to just kill everyone inside, or was that enough to actually puncture a hole in it?
Since that was weeks ago, can I remind that last we left Mira, she was engaged in combat?
Yeah. And she's now not now. She
Is she?
I mean, you guys aren't engaged in combat anymore.
Just a heads up before you answer that question.
Like,
So want me to roll to?
I
Know
know
that, or-
you would know. This would be no knowledge. You just know. Depends on how many thermal detonators.
Yeah. So depends on how many and exactly where.
All right, I got like 5. 7 unless you don't want any.
I definitely want some.
All right,
Yeah,
so
that's fair.
5, and that would be enough. Yeah, to if you put it near the cockpit, puncture a hole in like the Lobna.
Yep. That would probably make a hole.
Alright, so, alright, so I should probably set these to, and what's the range on a trigger usually on these explosives? Can I detonate them from if we leave and in parts of space? Or should I set a timer?
Me as a player have no idea.
Generally on, like, it would, yeah, unless you're in, like, close range of that ship when you're both, yeah, you would need, like, a timer would be preferential, like,
Yeah.
timer
I
is,
just
yeah,
I relayed that information.
alright, alright, so, yeah, I've made good, sabotage all of Alabla. I'm just gonna booby trap one more, so when our, war criminal friends get rescued, they're gonna have a, nice, they're on the only working Lobna, they're gonna have a nice explosive time when they leave.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Giving you a heads up, I think our friends might have some, Jedi types. They're, big up on moral quandaries like this.
Yeah.
Query, Taba.
Mm-hmm.
Are they aware that I can currently hear them?
Probably not. No.
Wait,
I mean, if it's a comlink channel, you can only hear Tebe's conversation.
Oh.
yeah.
It's like she's talking on a phone.
Mm-hmm.
So
I figure he was close enough to overhear it.
No, this is, over comlink.
Mm-hmm. In that case, HK will just be hearing one side of a conversation about explosives.
Yep.
Alright, so yeah, I'm gonna set these on a timer about, we got about about 2-hour timer. That's, by that point, they already start blowing up this ship. So, that it will be well in space, and, Imperial technology is prone to accidents.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Oh, by the way, the guns on those AT-ATs are really come in handy for sabotaging the rest of the Lobnas. And
I'm
also
envious.
dealing with some of those zombie guys.
I'm envious. You have to tell me later.
Yeah, and don't worry, I got some other, in addition to the thermal detonators, I also picked up some frag grenades. For you.
Nice. Thank you.
Right. So, you and HK are, you were in office, and you, heading up to, system control, where you come across a, security panel, which you need to, which you would need a proper authorization to access, unless you're good at hacking, or can blow up the door.
Unfortunately, I only have frag grenades, which are generally not that great at blowing up doors.
Yep.
Maybe try hacking.
Yep.
All right.
Imagine your computer is higher than 2 green.
3 yellow and 1 green.
Yeah, you got this.
All right. So yeah, check is 2 red and a purple.
Huh. Okay. So 1 success, 1 threat, and 2 triumph.
Alright, threat you take a strain as it's hard. You managed to get overroute access, and you will no longer have to deal with any security. You have admin control. You will no longer have to deal with any computer checks on the ship with 2 triumph.
I am now the captain.
Yeah. Yeah. You.
Huh.
You.
I didn't think they would be this easy.
Wait, did you type guest into that
Yeah.
control panel?
Yeah.
They will never.
They really should be doing better. This is kind of insulting, actually.
We'll say password, but the password will be a 0. It's unbreakable.
No one will think it's this easy.
Yeah, they'll try password and it won't work, so they'll. Oh, it's not.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nope.
Alright, so yeah, you enter. Kind of a the systems control. This is a large server data bank, and also like all like the HUD systems and like various damage control systems, and a bunch of some bridge officers are lying on the ground, of course, but
HK is just gonna walk by and like just casually shoot each of them.
I'll say, because I don't want to do another combat right now, they're already dead.
Well, if they weren't, they are.
I don't
after
think
you shoot them in
HK
the
cares.
back- Shoots him in the back of the neck. To be fair, he's still remembering the room with the Trandoshan.
But yeah, and with admin control and in the system room, you don't
Could
even
you
have to
scoot one
go
over? I need a boost.
Yeah.
It's high up.
So Taba, you won't even have to go all the way inside the bridge to get all the most of the information on here. There does seem to be one thing is there does seem to be an information quarantine where you have to access anything that is majorly happening on the in the biolabs in a biolabs computer.
Huh. That is annoying.
But you find out a bunch of stuff about the ship. For
Yep.
one, this is a research vessel chartered under the Empire's Biological War Division, Biological Weapon Division.
Mm-hmm.
It is transporting what is described as a large specimen, organic specimen, to a known imperial biological proving grounds, which is actually you can discern from information is the planet you are commanded to head to rescue rescue the down pilots.
Good thing they didn't complete their mission.
Yeah.
Seems like they were going to put something on the place we're going
There
to.
is you also get coordinates of there is apparently a secret underwater base on that planet, which is also a biolab, a Imperial biolab, chemical and biological weapons development research facility there.
Ooh, juicy.
The system is under quarantine due to possible early very powerful pirates that are located on the planet. It says.
HK has plugged himself in and is just downloading this.
The planet is not to be any Star Destroyer is not to become within 100 kilometers of the planet's surface due to possible anti space weapons. So it will require a special lighter craft, possibly a Llama, to be autopiloted and crash down on the system. The ship has been normal. It got this biological sample on a planet in wild space. Doesn't seem to be properly charted. And in addition, a main objective of the ship is to capture various smugglers and pirates, and perform biological testing on them.
Oh, I'm glad this ship is getting nuked.
Statement, Taba. I believe the biological sample they are referring to is this, and I'm going to send her an image of that poor Trandoshan.
It actually, no, it can't be because it lists the weight of this biological unit, and it is much heavier than that Trandoshan could possibly be.
Really?
Yep.
Looks a bit too small, I think.
Like, that Trandoshan is like 500 pounds max, and this is, this is late, the biological sample is listed in, about like a ton or so.
Does it say where on the ship this biological sample is located?
In the biolabs.
But there were just the people
you
down
also,
there.
see, there are, you get some, details on what might have happened. There was apparently something breached out of the biolabs. And, there is also, you find there's something, that is routinely putting a slight strain on the ship's energy.
Huh. Did it go? Couldn't have. You think? Just looking at HK.
Looking at Taba.
You think it actually? Huh. Well, good thing this skink gets scrapped.
Query, do you believe we should check the reactors?
I think it's probably better to just let the entire thing be scrapped.
You also have a complete authorization to initiate self-destruct on this vessel. You'll need to
Though
actually
I could scrap it.
You can go. You need to go to the bridge proper to activate that. It's a hard button, and technically, it requires 2 activation codes. But you happen to have both of them right now.
Oh my God! Go ahead and spite the scrappers. Do it.
Please.
Self-destruct will slowly build up a critical reaction in the energy reactors, but also will detonate sequentially detonate a bunch of ammo storage and batteries.
Nice.
What do you think, HK? Do you want to blow up something big?
Firm statement. Yes. Yes, Taba, I think I would like that a lot.
Me too. Me too.
We should gather information from the biolabs, though.
Yeah, probably, but do we have time?
How much time do we have until he's supposed
About
to
90
begin-
minutes, maybe a bit more.
I mean, that sounds like more than enough time.
If you don't,
Well,
We're currently
should we
not getting
contact the
started.
others to see if they're set? Because no.
all right, and
Like,
I'll
are
say,
they still in the middle of that gunfight, or?
I'll say, yeah, we'll catch up that you guys are asked that at the minute where they are led into the brig. So yeah, you can contact them.
What are we asked?
Yeah, yes, you guys are led.
How
into
is
the-
it going for you?
So how's it going? You guys are being led into the brig by a bunch of people in stormtrooper armor. Most likely not. Most of them seem not to be actually stormtroopers.
Why are we going into the brig? Don't we want to get them out of the brig?
They're leading you in case because there's medical stuff here.
Oh, well, in that case,
How are you doing? Is
could
your
be
mission going
better.
well?
We're at the brig with them. We're gonna get some medical supplies and then head to the. I think.
Okay.
How are you guys doing?
Oh, been pretty calm and doing great.
That's lucky of you.
Pure skill.
Yeah, sure. So we're ready to leave, right?
Well,
Uh,
have one more thing to check, but
Statement, Taba. We have two things to do.
well, two things, but should be one of them is very quick.
Okay. And then after
But
that,
if just checking to see that it's going well. So
good.
okay.
Okay.
HK's gonna call Lynn.
Yes, HK.
Statement. We intend to self-destruct this entire vessel after we gain any valuable information from the biolabs.
You know, I hadn't actually considered the possibility, but that's a great idea.
Just keeping you informed, Master. And then he'll hang up.
Well, I don't know this.
Nope. Okay, well, we better get hurried to the biolabs then.
No, Zach, it won't just blow up. Like, if we do nothing, it'll be scrapped.
Yeah, but that's what he's here. He's allowed to take the guy takes him, but he's mostly being contracted to destroy it and ensure it doesn't fall into her hand.
Yes, but he's
But he
also
will probably
he's also scrapping it. He's gonna do a controlled explosion to get things out of it too.
Yeah.
That's what he seemed to imply.
Also, just a heads up to everybody, because I'm going to point this out right now, since this seems like a potential possibility.
Mhm.
If Mila blows up the Imperials we're rescuing, and Seda figures out it's her, he will at least refuse to go on this mission with her. He will say, you are staying behind. I don't trust you. At the very least. And at worst, he might fucking kill her. So,
Yeah, whatever.
In character, we don't know that.
Yeah, I
I'm
guess.
just-
Entirely
I mean, like, Lynn will not advocate murking this person, but she will advocate abandoning them on the nearest uncivilized
the
habitable
reason
world.
I stay
Gar would-
concerned is one of her underlings is a PC.
Gar would kind of frown upon just outright killing them until he learns against the crimes against humanity, and then he would probably side with Mira.
Seda doesn't. The people we're rescuing did not know what was going on.
Yep.
That is what has been established.
Yep, that's one thing here. They are just the dudes that were doing their jobs that
I mean,
had no
yeah, that's
idea
what you
what job
know.
they were doing.
That's what, like they say.
Right.
They
I currently have no reason to disbelieve them,
Yeah. All right. So
and
and-
We'll burn
believe-
that bridge. We'll burn that bridge when we get there.
I'm trying to think of some way to get that information clear. Then.
get that
If-
she's
if-
done it.
No. Get that they were or were not aware
I
of
mean-
what was going on here.
We can talk to them and say they can roll a discipline check. To see if
Yeah,
they're
yeah. I'm just PC hive minding this.
yeah.
Well,
We don't
have
we are
funds.
planning to go gather information from the biolab, so
All right.
might be who has access
also,
to
yeah.
information there.
You know what?
And I think technically the only person who knows about this so far is Taba.
Yeah.
Just
No,
those explosions.
I'm like, I'm like,
Okay, here's the thing, though.
I'm only like barely metagaming a little bit just for the sake of keeping it from devolving
I'm-
into a bad scene.
Right. Here's the thing I'm going to. Okay. Here's the thing I'm going to point out. Unless Mila successfully convinces everyone that it's an accident, if it comes across as intentional sabotage and it actually wait, no, there's no way she can successfully convince us it's an accident, because we know that the other shuttles we know that the other vehicles in the hangar weren't sabotaged when we came in. So if they're all sabotaged when we go out, we're gonna know it's her. And if the other one blows up, we're gonna have she's literally the only one who could or would do it.
You can also, maybe when you get out there, make a roll to notice, hey, all these other ones are now sabotaged except for this one.
Oh yeah,
And
no,
if
I
you
will.
feel so inclined, tell the Imperials ahead of time.
He's I mean he's gonna go grill. If he does, he knows that it has to be her that did it, so he's gonna go grill her about it.
Yeah.
But
what I will suggest out of character, just to clear up a little more, is so they're letting us they're gonna do some patching stuff up, right? Like they bring us into the brig, and they're gonna bandage Sage's
I mean,
leg,
if you let
right?
me let the greed scene go on, yeah, they might. Have
Yeah.
Well, I mean, like I'm thinking ahead here. I was gonna suggest to Zach do a check.
I was gonna have
roll-
Seda ask them if they're like, okay, so do you know anything about, like, I just want to confirm we only have about 90 minutes left. Actually, I'll just do it in character. Yeah,
So that's what I'll suggest. And if it calls for a check,
they're gonna.
I'll chime in to give you a boost or something.
I mean, it's also
Cool.
like, yeah, specifically, I'm tapping your morality, confronting evil here, my dude. Sometimes things are gonna get complicated.
Oh, for me?
Yeah, remember your morality got hit at the beginning of this arc.
Oh, okay. Normally you roll it per session, but that's fine.
No, yeah, because it's the same
Yeah.
thing we're doing with yeah.
It's also been one consistent
Yeah.
day. That's
I was giving laying out some
Okay.
suggestions there just for clarity.
All right. No, fair. That's fine.
Because if it's clear that they were or were not aware of war crimes, then it will inform later scenes. But if there isn't clarity, then there might be bad blood in and out of character. That's what I'm getting at.
Okay.
I
Well, yeah, my concern. Look, I'm just gonna. What I'm saying. Let me be clear. I'm fine. Whatever happens, I just want you to be aware that we are in the likely scenario that if Mila does this, the party or at least Seda finds it out. We are pretty much, as far as Seda is concerned, we're pretty much done with her as an ally. Seda will just will not go on this mission with say nope. I don't know why. He will refuse to work with her. Especially if it becomes again, I'm fine with that. I just want people to be aware of that in case it causes narrative issues.
I mean, yeah, because
As a
you'll still be
potential.
going to the planet, so there'll still be stuff there, even if
Oh
you don't
no,
wanna
yeah,
work
he's
with
he's
her.
still
Like, I
Yeah,
can still
he's
have
still
things
gonna-
happen if you don't want to work
When-
with her, or she might
when-
go off on her own because she doesn't want to
He'll-
jeopardize the rest of the mission by these
He'll-
guys.
right. Like he'd still work with Kenner and Tebe, who have not proven to be like colossally evil and trigger happy, but
To be
uh,
fair, even if there aren't no war, blowing up enemy combat, like, it's dick.
blowing
mode.
up enemy combatants who these are not enemies in a combat situation though. These are enemies who are trying to escape, and also much like there is
Well, we
this
can make that
similar
argument if it happens.
much like there is a similar code for on the open ocean and Star Wars, I would assume there is a code of if there is a distress signal, you help. Like
And
it
she
doesn't
also
matter what
yeah, like, okay,
your
let's
political
let's
affiliations.
actually get on with the thing because she will have her.
We're-
She has additional reason, but she can make those points when we get if we get to
And
that.
we're running short on time.
Yeah,
Yes.
because we've been
Okay.
kind of been arguing about things that
Also-
might happen here.
Right. Yes, but Say's gonna be pretty pissed if their entire main reason for coming here, she's just gonna blow to hell. It's but yeah, all right. So they're helping treat Seda for getting shot in the knee.
Also, she isn't gonna blow up the snake lady.
That's fair. I mean, I don't think she knows the Snake Lady exists yet.
We talked about her on comms. She might have.
Oh yeah, we did warn them that she was incoming. So,
Kenner would at least know, so he could warn Mira. Anywho, so they're healing his leg.
Alright. Alright, so, Alright, so, Alright, so, yeah, you guys are let in, and, Alright, I guess I'm
All right.
gonna have to actually address this. Alright.
Taba,
Mm-hmm.
do you only have your mask? The biolabs, I assume, are highly contagious.
Yeah.
By the way, Taba,
Mm-hmm.
what's your team leader demoing?
Blowing some holes.
In the Star Destroyer?
I'm not entirely sure what. Just needed to blow some holes and didn't want to just make a too big of a hole. Because sometimes a hole can be too big.
Yes. Sometimes you can perforate things you weren't supposed to while making holes,
Mm-hmm.
like arteries. That is very disconcerting when you're only trying to negotiate.
Yeah, I guess. Usually you just want to threaten when you negotiate.
Statement. I find having holes put in oneself is very threatening.
Yeah, I guess. Depends on where the holes are.
There's not much of you. I don't think any holes in you would be good.
Well, I'm very small, so I have important bits everywhere. So I'm not very good with getting holes. That's in non-important bits. Because all of me is important.
Fair enough. As we get closer to the biolabs, we will have to hide in the ventilation system to avoid that droid.
Okay.
Or we could deal with the droid. Although I don't recommend it currently, as you lack sufficient firearms.
Yeah, I only have this little thing. And only, like, the small explosives. They really should give me more.
Statement. Do you intend to stick on with your team? Or would you like a place on the always bet on red?
For now, I think those are the same thing.
Certainly, but you're a skilled mechanic. And I believe it would be more financially beneficial for you to remain on the bet on red.
Maybe. I think probably take that when it comes. For now, it's the same thing.
Fair enough.
And I'll patch you up for free. If you need it.
Statement. I didn't want to say anything, but that Trandoshan did hurt me a bit.
I'll take a look once we're done here. Okay?
Certainly.
When we have a little more time, when we're not in a place that will explode.
Alright, getting back into the
Well,
brig.
at least not in the near future.
I gotta think. I
Understandable.
just remembered
Unlike
something that might help
A
ease
simple
things a little
organic, I can
here
function
too.
adequately
So yeah, you get into the brig and yeah. people-
while currently being damaged.
That's true. As long as like no bits are getting in the way of your like other bits.
Statement. I would just bend them out of the way.
Yeah. That's true.
Query. Are we going the right direction?
I don't know. You were the one who were there before.
Statement. This
Are
is
we just
different
walking around in a
route.
circle here? I think I saw that sign before.
Statement. This word on the sign, purgatory. I have no internal record of this word.
Me neither. Huh. Well, the Imperials do name all their things very, very strangely.
Alright, so All right, so yeah, in the brig. So you are there's several brig cells here where the people have been resting, gathering food. There's a first aid station, so if anyone wants to do a quick medicals check to Seda, you'll have time.
I can do that.
And in addition, there are several people in hodgepodge stormtrooper gear. You also see there are several people actually in the brig that aren't
Still
Imperial.
in prison.
Yeah. There is a Trandoshan, and there are 2 Doros in the brig.
Who are these guys?
Smugglers we picked up earlier. I don't know I'm not in charge of brig facility, so I don't know exactly when they were picked up.
All right. Well,
We
we're
pick
going to
up
be
a
taking
co-
that out
with-
too.
Yeah, that's gonna be complicated. We don't got the gear for them.
That's fine. I am more than enough.
No, I mean, can't make sure they're not gonna be a vector. And this is, of course, what was their name?
Then why did you keep them in the brig, where they could infect you?
We're pretty sure the brig is sterile, and we've been keeping isolation. We've been monitoring them to see if they show signs of infection yet.
I stare at them.
All right. Well, then this is an easy thing. When we get you guys back to the hangar, you'll hand off supplies for us to move them.
I'm gonna roll a sense check.
Yeah.
Since it's been established that he could sense this before, Seda's going to try and sense if they're infected.
Alright, roll it.
I succeed.
They are not infected.
They're clean. I can tell.
Yeah, there was one who did get infected. Points towards a cage where a human was and is now shot. We think whatever this is, it works more on humans than aliens.
Then we know they're not vectors then.
No, aliens still get infected.
I've been examining things as we go. I can tell they aren't. They're clean. They're safe to come with any of us.
Yeah, but just because they're clean now, we don't have the gear. If you guys,
Like I said,
Do you have the gear for
got
you?
the hangar.
None of us are protected.
Hmm.
We are all as much of a risk as they are.
give me a charm check to convince them to do your plan, Lynn.
Sure. You said what
Sorry.
was the skill?
Yeah, you cut out. Persuasion,
Persuasion.
I would guess. Or charm. Yeah, since are you gonna have Lynn be the main roller?
I could roll if you want.
I
can
roll
also.
3 dice for it. 3 green. Who has skill?
I have
I
2
do.
yellow.
Ooh, yeah.
2 yellows. So I'll roll as if I have a skill of 2. So what's the difficulty? And I'll take a boost from
one
Sade.
red, one purple.
Unless with Seda's assistance, can she? I can't remember if this is how this works. With Seda's assistance, does she get a roll? She has 4, as if she has 4 presence, or is it just? Or actually, or should we have Seda make the roll?
I made it. You don't
No.
want to take back my roll.
All right.
Okay, fair enough.
I swear to God, you don't want to take back this roll. Success, 3 advantage, and a triumph.
With the triumph, she says, "Well, if you want them to live so bad, you may want to have them go with you."
All right, we can certainly ferry them to the nearest. We can certainly ferry them to a nearby port.
Right, that or use that old smuggler. Give them that old smuggler ring.
Is that the one that came in on?
Yeah.
That one they probably shouldn't take. It had fungus aboard it.
No, that's a good point.
Well,
Though I don't know how. It seems to be the fungus seems to be some kind of hive mind, so I'm not sure how effective it'll be away from whatever the center of it is. To that
I
end,
don't want it to spread though.
we have Look, we have a bit less than 90 minutes left. Do any of you, are you sure that none of you know anything going on? If we if there's a way we can save the remaining crew members.
We know something big got out of the containment facility and is crawling around somewhere. That's all we know.
Not a lot of time to search an entire Star Destroyer. Big.
No.
Should we roll something to see if we can get more information out of them,
Sure,
or is
yeah,
this really
roll.
all it is?
Yeah, we can roll.
I'll roll. Can I roll discipline to see if they're lying about
Yeah.
how much they know? All right.
Get a boost from me because Lynn is also leading questions.
Or is that discipline sometimes? Yeah, mentally sorting through truth from fiction to determine when someone is lying.
Yeah, this would be more like a thing they're not like talking about, whereas opposed to a thing they're not telling you, like lying about.
They're not.
Lying through a mission.
Yeah.
All right. Any case, what's the difficulty?
Difficulty is 2, given the circumstances.
3 successes and an advantage. I suppose technically I could also try and if I had... Actually, yeah, that's a good idea. I just need to know who is lying, potentially.
So the lieutenant, what was her name? Acting captain, oh yeah, Lieutenant, Treble. She goes,
Lieutenant Trump.
yeah, I mean, we don't know much what all goes on inside that, we don't know anything that goes inside, what goes in, inside the, biolabs. Things go in and scientists come out and have charts and stuff.
All right. I'm going to...
You get a weird thing when she says things.
I'm going to roll to read her surface thoughts.
Alright, sure, go ahead.
You know what? It finally happened. Yeah. Sade is distrustful, and he is angry. He has gotten hurt, and he is angry at the thought that in this circumstances they are still holding back information that could be vital to saving their own men's lives. I'm going to flip a destiny point and gain a conflict to use the dark side to read her thoughts.
Alright, you read her thoughts, and she's thinking, do I really need to... Well, when we're off the ship, we can subpoena them on a gag order. It would still be a field day if the rebels knew about the experimentations.
Subpoena us on a gag order? Good fucking luck.
Because she doesn't know you're... Like, she says, oh, you're concerned.
She doesn't know any of us are rebels, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she thinks we're just... It is true.
Yeah, actually get off her surface thoughts.
He, frowns a bit and's like, well... We can try and do something about it if we have time, but we should start moving towards the hangar.
Alright.
The other matter is convincing the man who wants to scrap the if we can save them, convincing the man who has to scrap the ship to stop.
Well, we've got ordnance to, maybe drive them away, and we have enough crew to man some of them.
All right. Well, it may, if it comes to that, it comes to that.
Alright, get patched up. We're gonna, we're gonna be at least moving out of here. Check the guys outside. Make sure all those guys are dead.
Can I make my medicine roll?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. My medicine skill is at 2 yellow and a green, so what would be the difficulty?
This will be, this is basically you can use a medicine to heal a critical right now.
Mm-hmm.
So, it would be whatever the crit is. What you want to heal.
99.
Probably the crippled one if possible. It's the harder one, but it's the fearsome wound isn't doing anything but making criticals worse. The crippled one is going to continue to be a problem unless properly treated. So, so difficulty 3 to
3. We're near the end of the night, so I'll flip to upgrade.
All right.
A success and a threat.
All right, gain 1 strain as it's stressful, but yeah, you put a splint in Seta's leg.
All right, and since it just happened, I'll just strike through it for now, but effectively the penalty anymore.
Yeah.
Or do you want me, since it doesn't say, I will say, Charlie, if you want, because it doesn't specifically
I'll
say
you have to get some longer term to
like
get the
yeah, like the crit is healed, but effectively like
you
when
still gotta
we
limp. You gotta get back to the ship.
Right. It seems very likely that we'll probably be stopping somewhere else before heading directly to the planet, given that we're going to be taking a bunch of refugees off in our ship.
Yeah.
So we can probably assume that when this mini arc is done, we will that it'll be healed.
Can the Imperials or somebody take a look at me with my wounds and my strain?
Yeah, you can heal a stim pack. They'll hand you a stim pack.
How much is stim pack?
5 the first time you use it in a day.
I haven't used one yet, so takes me down to 5. Yay.
Right, and yeah, they take the guys out of their cells, but will not give them weapons because these are still criminals.
That's fair. That is fair. There's enough of us that I feel we can protect them if something comes up. And frankly, the Transition probably doesn't need a weapon.
They're very
Did G3 come in on that freighter?
Well, what'd you say, Nate?
She asked she asked the Trandoshan and the 2. Did G3 come in on that freighter?
No, I've been here for a while, but
Oh.
that guy points to one of the Doros was on.
I am very sorry. We're not going to be able to get that ship out.
And then one of the Doros says, "At this point, I'll be grateful to come out of this alive. Last time I do a spice run in this Spectre."
Yeah, you might want to ignore that. Might want to look at some inner rim stuff. Outer rim's kind of dangerous.
Alright, so Taba and HK, where are you guys going?
Towards the biolabs.
Oh yeah, you guys head to the bio. Which way are you approaching it from? You can head there from the let's see. So you're in system control. Oh yeah, so you go through officer. Are you going through security station Alpha? A med station. I guess are you gonna do the way that circumvents going anywhere near the guy with the big gun?
Well, I'm following HK.
Yeah.
That feels like a smart decision, if only because I have Taba.
Yeah. Alright, yeah, and so the way through the medical station from the vents. Alright, so yeah, you, I guess no roll required because you've been here, done this a bunch of times, but, Taba, give me a, oh no, Taba's Silhouette Zero, so she can make it too.
She might have to use your time than HK.
Yeah, so, yeah, you can crawl through that vent at the main station, and, you see, yeah, the stormtroopers are still standing up here, though they do not seem to be aware of you yet. They're just kind of staring at the walls. The Trandoshan that was there is still dead.
That's probably for the best. Can HK safely just snipe them from, the vent? He will take
there
his
is,
time.
5 of them, and you'll get one shot, is the issue.
Taba, do you think you could take them with a grenade?
They're wearing armor. Don't count on it, but maybe hurt them a bit.
Hurt them, and then I will pick them off.
Okay.
Right, give me that grenade throw if you want to.
Yep. Difficulty 2.
Yeah. Is that-
3 advantage. And 4 successes.
Oh, Zach and Nate dropped. I think their internet went out. Well, they're not in the scene.
Oh no. Yeah. I'd say just wrap this up and we can go from there.
Oh, yeah.
About
Alright.
that time anyway.
So,
Are they
guess
still
I'll...
standing, or what's going on?
Alright, so how would you roll again?
For advantage, 3 successes.
For advantage, 3 successes.
So I'll activate Blast.
Right?
And then, why do I keep forgetting this? I forget it every single time, what I can do with the advantages.
Let's see, Blast is 2, so, let's see.
That's 2 more advantage left.
You can give me 2 advantage.
Yeah,
to
yeah.
boost
You
it.
can
Dice.
you can, let's see, for 2, you can add give an ally character a boost specifically. You can perform...
And the next one.
Yeah. Well, no, that is free technically, because it's 2 to give the next one and 1 to give it to the a specific person.
Okay. So,
Okay.
specific person. Is there anything I can use that one last for?
No, if you had
Give them a
4,
negative?
you would in using 2, it would be next person would be the one with the is only 1. Specific person is 2.
hmm
And you have to
Well,
left
he'll-
after using
Well, in this case, it means the same thing.
Because HK is the next person.
yeah. So 1 left.
So he'll spend
So,
one.
is there anything I can spend 1 advantage on?
Heal a strain. Notice a important point of the conflict.
Yeah, notice an important thing. I don't have any
there
strain
is
right now.
a nice. There is a. I'll say you notice some ceiling fixtures overhead of these guys that could be possibly fall on them if shot.
Are you gonna
Okay.
point that out to HK?
Yep.
And how much damage you do?
Weapons, frag grenade, it's 8. 3 successes.
All right, so at 3, 6, 8 at 3 or 8 plus 3.
8 plus 3.
All right, so 11.
That can't feel good for them.
11. So they have, let's see, let's see,
So one takes 11, the rest take
It's
9.
half of that, right?
Yeah.
Oh, 9.
No,
Nice.
no. Blast rating plus 1 per success.
alright, so, alright, that kills 1 definitely. And, 9, 1 per, yeah, blast plus 1 per success, so how much is that again?
9.
9, alright, so, Stormtrooper.
Sending the rest to be hurt real bad.
Yeah,
They're gonna be hurt even worse when they have fixtures shot down on them.
alright, so.
Weird.
9. So let's see. Soak is 5.
No.
Hold on, let me just check real quick. Soak 5. 9. Alright, so the rest of them are still up. But, yeah, so, both you roll initiative. You'll probably get higher than them. Roll cool, though.
Yep.
I mean, that's not necessarily true. HK has no cool.
So I rolled 2 green, and on both of them I rolled 2 successes.
Nice. So you got +4, my dude?
Yep.
I rolled a 1. Let's see. It's definitely 1 green. Let me check just to make sure I'm not forgetting. Yeah, my cool's 1 green. I got 2 advantage on my 1 die. Which is pretty much squat, right?
Yeah. Alright, so, yeah, I guess PCs go first. To shoot the lantern and end this combat immediately, it will be a red and a purple with 1 setback.
But you also have 1 boost.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And there's 1 setback.
Yeah, and plus anything you can also get another boost from aiming.
Yeah, and I'll do that. And that is my ranged heavy. And I'm aiming. I got 2 successes and 2 advantage. So I imagine I hit that.
Yeah.
And I'm going to give it advantage to Taba for shooting with a light blaster if this doesn't kill them.
Alright, yeah, but, yeah, if you succeeded, yeah, you shoot out the panels above them and knock them all out when it falls on them.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, and that's the combat ended. You're in the biolab, then it's quiet.
That was fast.
Well, because
Statement.
it's near the end of the session.
I know. I'm being.
Well, it was only 5 stormtroopers. You know, for like 2 of us.
Statement. This mission has been very easy, Taba. I'm glad we all succeeded.
Are we just antagonizing?
Yes, yes.
Alright,
Okay.
so,
Mostly Greg.
Yep.
alright, so, you wanna check any computers around here?
Yep.
Yeah, that's why we came here. So we're gonna
Beep, beep, beep.
jump down and start checking the computers. And since we have the override codes, right? It shouldn't be hard to get in.
Yeah, no role required. So, what was going on here, there was a bunch of different experiences. First of all, there was, the experiment...
This was basically Dr. Space Mangala's lab, right?
Kinda, yeah. I mean, there were experiments leading on how...
Kinda, sorta.
They were trying to figure out...
Hi.
Oh, sorry, yeah.
Welcome back.
Yeah. Hey,
We just had a combat. It was super easy, but
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah.
Nice.
So anyways, so you find out...
Our internet just fucking dropped. Like
Yeah,
Kind of
noticed.
selected that.
our power, everything died.
Oh no.
But it's back now.
Alright,
Yay.
so, alright, so what you find out. Here's some critical information, and this is how we'll end the session with, the secrets of, the plague revealed. So, they were doing several experiments, very war crimey. They were experimenting to see how Trandoshan regeneration works so they can make medicine out of that to give the stormtroopers. You also, find out that only like stormtroopers and lab personnel were allowed in this base, in this part of the in the medical bay, probably for good reason. Because you know, even if you're an Imperial, you might wanna. They might not be down with what they're doing here.
They might not be down with the sickness.
Yeah.
I mean, harvesting bone marrow from poor Trandoshans.
Yeah, that's. Yeah, and seeing like, oh, what if we made them bigger?
Did you say only stormtroopers are allowed in there?
Only stormtroopers and the scientists.
And the doctors.
Yeah, the doctors. Because you know, you want to make sure the most, the people who are doing the research and the most indoctrinated motherfuckers who aren't going to raise a fuss about this.
Weird.
But yeah, they were doing that. This was a ship, you get some corroboration. This was a ship, going to, it came from, THX 66, which is an uncharted planet in wild space, where they found and it's going to the lab facility they have at the planet that you're going to, and they found a specimen they're wanting to try out. It is called a greater fungal worm. They just determined it, but there's also a bunch of scientific names for it. They found it on this planet where these giant worms live with a humanoid species on their planet in harmony. The fungal worm produces spores which infect a person's brain, when these they have a symbiotic relationship, which they're able to telepathically communicate with whoever spores are infecting them. They exist symbiotically with the inhabitants. They can have the power to exert physical control of the bodies of inhabitants, but they only do so if, like, someone's about to murder someone or something. In addition, when the inhabitants of the planet die, the worms consume the bodies of the dead. As such, the worms are made out of, in addition to fungus, amelia material, giving them a flesh-like appearance. However, things are pretty symbiotic between, like, the worms are mostly just kind of there, they hang out, they keep the peace, the people are okay with them. And so what the Empire decided to do was, hey, let's get a young one of these, just torture the fuck out of it, and so we can use it, drop it on a planet, and cause everyone to go crazy. And so, yeah, they've been doing experiments on a juvenile version of these worms to kind of get like its, and get it in such a state that will actually use it, harmfully use its mind control powers over people. And, yeah, and they plan on dropping it on this planet where they know there's a, possible, problem that's also a biological proving ground, and see how that works out. And, also they determined the worm works best on species it has the most access to, and has problem, assimilating species that it's not familiar with. And it's conjectured that because a lot of its, recent experiments have been done with humans, it can very easily infect humans more than any other creature. Its spores are mainly gotten through inhalation, but it can also get through open wounds, or, just kind of float in through your ear. Any possible contact with it is a possible vector. It takes a while for, the spores to actually work up to your brain. And it is listed as a possible good tool to use against Jedi, particularly Jedi zealots, or people who are delusional enough to think they possess the Force. So yeah, that's what's been going on out here.
You got all that, HK?
Also, you get a picture of the thing, and yeah, it's about the size of the biological thing.
Yeah, HK's eyes are lighting up more than usual, and
Also, you
he's
see there's
visibly
another
shaking
one
while he's
final
plugged
thing.
in.
There in a large biological contaminator has been breached. Has had a breach recently, and that's further down in their lab. You want to look at that?
HK's gonna unplug himself and walk over.
Yeah,
And
there's
look at
like
this
there's
picture.
this giant pen that seems to have held some large animal, and it seems to have burned some type of acid had burnt a hole in the wall. By the way, this thing's about like several the size of bigger than a very large hut. Very worm looking.
Wait. Huh? Does it have acid blood?
If you
It has
look
at
at
least acid
further
vomit.
looking at the information, it secrete from its mouth, and they put it in quotes, acidic substance.
Oh, okay. I was really wondering, did it just like pull an alien resurrection there? Hold up, I'm gonna cut myself.
Never go.
I'm
full,
free, bitches.
never go full alien resurrection.
But yeah,
Okay, to be fair, that was the only good part of Alien Resurrection. When the alien warriors were just like, oh, I know how to get out. One of us has to sacrifice themselves for acid.
because it would,
That was rad.
because once again they're smart, but also they drones. Alright, so but yeah, that's what you figure out. You now know what the deal with the ship is.
Yay, war cry. Woo. Okay, good session.
And I'll say before we end, you hear everyone in the ship, before you're leaving the brig, you hear a large shriek coming from somewhere in the bowels of the ship. A monstrous groan of sorts. And that's where we'll end it.
Hooray.
I kind of want HK just to look over at Taba. We have an additional mission to complete.
Wait, what? It's gonna blow up real good. Real good. You don't have to.
Feels.exe got activated.
Is your mission to save the worm or kill the worm?
What was the name of that planet that was like in uncharted space?
THX 66.
HK kind of wants to get the worm on that fungal ship and just like set a course for that freaking planet.
You do realize that even if you do that, the worm can certainly not land the ship.
I mean,
And
it might be willing to go to the planet to save this poor animal.
And it may
To
not
be fair, yeah,
fit in the ship.
I'm not entirely against this.
Hey,
It's kind of just an animal doing its animal thing.
It's not even
Well,
an
it's-
animal.
yeah.
It's sentient. It's been tortured.
Yeah.
I will, if that is what HK wants to do, I will support him on that because he is wants to save this tortured thing, which will blow Sato's mind from compared to his behavior thus far, and B, he is the one of us that can do that without any risk to himself because
And
he will not be mind controlled.
And Lynn, like, not only is she gonna agree with the sentiment if you put it that way, but she's gonna be like so fucking hype that you're feeling some strong motivation towards this.
And so, in the end, the real monsters were the Empire all along.
Like
In the
they
end,
always
the real
are.
monsters were
Yes.
the organics, like they always are.
But
Always.
not everybody in the Empire is a monster.
Although
Just
all
most-
organics
just
are
like-
monsters.
Just basically everybody in charge of anything.
Yeah, just basically all the officers. And
Also, I was gonna. We unfortunately. Okay. By the way, we unfortunately power flash.
Yeah,
But I was gonna have Seda suggest that they don't need to finish off, like basically say it's a waste of time blasting all the guys in the hall. They're all down and will be long gone before they get up.
Is it just another $5 on
yeah,
EXP?
$5.
And HK has not had a chance to fulfill his goals.
I will say that HK and Tebe should possibly get some, unless we're doing them all at the end. I would say HK and Tebe should get some extra.
What's Teba's motivation?
It is waste not, want not.
Yeah, you got some freaking info. And
you got info
and
from
also Mila's like, hey, I got some freaking grenades. You want some? And you're like, yeah.
You should have convinced her. See, you should have convinced her not to sabotage the shuttles, because that would have meant more grenades for you.
Oh man, I think I hit my motivation.
What?
Growth through wisdom or experience. I'm inoculated.
I don't see why not.
I'm immune.
You know?
Sup, bitches? My body's processed it. I'm good.
That is an experience, yeah.
I got nothing.
HK didn't get anything either. He didn't get into a single fight.
I know. Went with the wrong crew.
I mean, I guess I did drop a fan on top of 5 infected.
Oh, there was only 4 that was standing still.
4 at that point, but I don't feel that just doing that is adequately like the height of my skill.
I'm gonna make an argument, Charlie.
Yeah.
Growth in connection to the Force. This was Seda's first calling upon the dark side.
You know, yeah.
Which is growth of a kind.
Yeah. Yeah. And you found out some valuable information. While these guys might, the Imperials were asking, aren't directly involved. They kind of knew something was up.
He also has successfully intentionally used his mind reading power.
Yeah.
And not had it go really, really weird on him. So yeah. I'll
Yeah, and the thing I remembered is oh right, there's also the criminals you can rescue here too. So even if even if don't like the Imperials, hey, these guys are just smugglers.
Smugglers don't deserve to go down the ship. Yeah.
I'm down. I'm down with that. I'm even more down with the idea of saving this poor tortured worm.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie. I'm
I'm
also,
the
1,000% in on this.
The secret person now. There's complications with saving everyone because the Imperials are not gonna tolerate that worm.
Well, the Imperials
can go
that point.
Off.
Yeah.
They don't have to stick around.
They can go board a ship and then explode.
So HK's real secret here, HK's motivation for saving the worm is that HK was designed to be a weapon. That is what HK is. This worm was taken to be a weapon. And since he's been with the party, he's starting to think about what his purpose is, and he's been reassigning himself to be more of a protector and helping out.
Basically, is he starting to appreciate and value the freedom that Lynn has given him to basically decide his own role and his own path?
Yeah, and saving another weapon feels like it's the right thing to do.
It is.
That's cool. I support. You've convinced me. I am fully. If HK explains even a fraction of his reasoning, Seda will be down for trying to save this thing.
Yeah, I was worried you guys weren't just. Well, you got all you need, so you don't really need to go into the biolab. But you guys did anyway, so I got to drop.
I was waiting for you to give us a reason to go there because it seemed like a terrible idea at first.
I think HK had a reason. He wanted whatever information was this in case the Empire had backup files if they were going to do this.
Yeah, it's a good point.
Yeah.
Just leave it to strike team stealth.
Charlie, this isn't really a complaint, but maybe like as a design suggestion.
Yeah.
For if you were to do something like this in the future, obviously you won't use this exact scenario
Oh, well,
again.
I made this scenario a while ago, so this is a very of the scenarios I made. This is the most I can do again.
Okay.
Yeah, but,
what I was gonna suggest is that
give more reason
have
to,
the
what?
have these survivors be stuck somewhere that requires the players to go through the biolab to get to them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it offers a good reason why they can't or are unwilling to just make a break for the hangar, other than the death drone about. But there's only one of it in the whole ship, and as far as we're aware, and B, like it makes sense from a story perspective, and it also means the PCs are immediately given a reason to brave that area and figure out what's going on.
Yeah.
Even if they wish to go explore other parts of the ship, like maybe they want to go find the armory and arm up, or maybe they want to go to they go to the bridge, they want to find out.
Yeah, I was thinking
what the mission
I made
was.
mostly the biolab optional because hey, maybe because the base idea for the scenario was, oh, you're going onto the ship to get whatever information's on it,
right?
And maybe also people, and like, hey, maybe people are in the biolabs. Hey, maybe there's freaking, vital information in that.
My worry was just that we weren't going to come across anything that would motivate us to go find out the actual real cause of what's going on, because we went nearly 3 entire sessions without doing so.
I mean, to be fair,
I felt like Tebe had a motivation to do it all along.
And I also kind of like the idea that, hey, if you just want to do the thing, get in and get out, and not worry about all what's happening, that's a fine way to take it. I'd like to find this stuff, but it's not off my own if you just decide not to pursue that. I understand.
I don't necessarily disagree with you. My concern was just not coming across a reason to do so, because we had not coming across a reason to suspect that we could either save the crew or save, find out about the worm and save it,
there's also you went around the way you went. There is another way around the biolabs, and that one has the hole in the wall where the worm made, and you didn't go that way. And,
okay.
Yeah, that is just. And also because, you guys already have it set up with the guy to blow this stuff up, but if you hadn't, the Imperials are like, okay, we need to blow the ship up, and you'd have to go into, engineering it, get into you'd have to...
Oh, yeah, if we fought off the guy outside, then if we wanted to blow the ship up ourselves, we'd have to do that.
Yeah.
That's fair. As it is, we just got a time limit, and hopefully, as much of it. See, here's the advantage of Mila. She is enough of a jerk that if we need more time, she will definitely shoot the guy outside to save at least Tebe, I would think. Maybe she'd leave all the rest of us behind, but she definitely, at least to save one of her own, just shoot this.
She would save you guys. You're not dirtbags. She even said, yeah, I didn't tell you this stuff because you guys aren't bad guys. That would be kind of... I know, normal people aren't up for this type of thing. I'm a spec ops agent. This is what I do. I do the kind of morally questionable stuff, so other people don't.
Maybe, but I would understand if one of these guys was and maybe if you were to say this as a scenario, what I would suggest is if one of these people was secretly a big important scientist that you can't risk letting go alive.
Reasoning would be that she doesn't want the Empire finding out that the ship went down, and then the survivors come and said, "Hey, here were a bunch of people on the ship going towards this place," and that might compromise the mission.
That is fair. That she feels that if she feels her identity or the mission might be compromised by just us knowing in the area.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, though. I give it 50-50 odds that the Empire executes all these guys anyway to keep the secret of what was going on the ship.
Well, they weren't ready to do it.
Yeah, but after they get the information on what happens after that to them.
Oh, yeah, that is true.
Yeah,
They'll
that would
interrogate
also
them
be a good
first.
point for it to bring her up. Like, they're gonna die anyway.
What I think would be the best result is that like we're able to specifically ship these Imperials off to somewhere where they can stand trial.
Yeah, you can also.
That would be cool. I don't know if we can do that, but that would be cool.
Like I don't like that's
That require us to keep them aboard.
personal goal is to figure out a way to do that, because then I will feel 100% like we completely succeeded.
If only the Rebels computer guy hadn't died, because that would be the kind of thing that he would totally be like, hey, well, before we get back there, see if you can like rig their ship to go transport to like a Rebel base or something for capture.
I mean, isn't there a way to slave a ship?
I would think so.
There is, yeah. You mean
I
you
remember them talking about how the Millennium Falcon had never been made a slave in one of the books I read. Like, that is a thing that they slave ships together so that when they go through warp, they come out together.
Yeah, they can. It's possible. Whether we have the capacity to do that is another question, but it is possible.
Yeah.
I don't know what kind of equipment. At the very least, we'd need somebody who's probably better at.
I mean,
I guess Tebe's pretty good at slicing, so maybe she could do it.
You also
but-
know this starship. You could gas the snake mechanic to do it.
That's true.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that is a good idea.
I like the idea that we do that, and we just like slave their escape ship to ours, go into hyperspace, come out at a New Republic controlled world, and deposit them someplace where they can be they can stand trial.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
then
would
you're-
say,
then you're
a
then you're-
perfect ending is possible, but it is difficult to get everything right.
Of course.
That's fair.
Yeah, like to get the Imperials to maybe go to jail or whatever. Have to actually answer to their involvement with it, but also save them. But also save the smugglers.
If we save the worm but the Imperials die, I will probably be okay with that. Like, I'd still rather save everybody, because I still don't think blowing up a bunch of not innocent people, but people that are in a rescue-y position is not great. But
yeah.
but
it's like it's like 1,000% not okay with naval standard.
Also 10,000% not okay with Jedi. Just saying.
Yeah.
Even kind of shitty Jedi.
Yeah. Mercy and all that.
Like,
but,
like if we wanted to do something to try and arrest him, yeah, like Seda would be super down for that. But he just right now doesn't see a good way to accomplish that.
oh man, Zach,
Yeah.
if we're able to save the worm, this can be like our own personal redemption for all of the bad feels that came out of the Godzilla episodes of the Clone Wars.
Oh man. Yeah. Yeah.
After that, I need to see. I need to see a monster that is completely innocent in what it's doing be saved.
Oh man. So this is in a galaxy far, far away a long time ago. So this is before R.V. Dudley and Stevens in 1884, which means that cannibalism hasn't been outlawed on ships.
Oh my gosh.
Alright, well,
Excellence. We can eat each other.
yes, in any case, good night,
On
Internet.
that bombshell.
Peace.
Good night, Internet.